they're laughing at America because America's doing everything contrary to what they're supposed to do to keep their economy going, okay, and all that. And then some, but America, they taking liberties, man. In these other nations, they're seeing the injustice, the filth, the abominable things that's going on in that country, and they getting access to seeing that, man. So the Lord said that he would make them vile, because he is a vile devil. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste.
Yeah, Nineveh is laid waste, man, and that's your modern day America. Because if that land totally laid waste, what is it, 5,000 square miles worth of land, right? That's all going to be toasted and it's going to become a desert real soon. That's just a hardcore reality that we're coming into, man. The reality that we're living in, you see? But these other people out here, they're so busy enjoying themselves, watching games and all that, but they don't realize that the Third World War is going to hit them for 6, man, unexpected. That's why it tells you in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, it says, the day of the Lord suddenly comes as a thief in the night. Now, a thief doesn't just come to you and tell you he's coming. He just comes when you least expect him to come. You know, so that day of reckoning is coming upon all these people. While they're watching their football game or whatever matters they're watching. Go ahead.
Who will bemoan her? When shall I seek comforters for thee? Art thou better than the populace?
Right.
No. That was statute among the rivers. That had the waters round about it.
That had the waters round about it. Somebody give Revelation 17. That had the waters round about it, because it tells you who the waters are. The waters are the other nations that they got around them, that they govern over. Here's Revelation 17. Let me see.
Don't relax, sir, because he don't read loud. He don't read loud.
Yeah, you know the one where it says for the waters are the let me see, of the nations.
The whole that sitteth upon many waters.
Right.
That's the first of them.
But it tells you who the many waters are.
Who the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Let me see. Yeah, it's 18. Read verse 18.
18, yeah. Start from 2?
No, Revelation 17.
Start from 17 or 18?
18.
18 and 3. Yeah. Revelation chapter 18 verse 3.
No, Revelation 17 and 18. Bro.
17 and 18. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Revelation chapter 17 verse 18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
Actually, no, read up a verse.
Read up to 17. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
No. You know what? My bad. It's let me see. Yeah, it's 15. It's 15. My bad.
And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth.
Yeah, actually read it again and quote it.
Right. Revelation chapter 17, verse 15.
Yeah.
And he said unto me, he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
So that's who the waters are. The waters are the peoples, the nations, and tongues. That's what he's talking about, that the waters is around them. Read that part again.
Right, and it says, know that the statute among the rivers that had the waters around about it, whose ramparts was the sea, and her walls was from the sea.
Okay.
Ethiopia and Egypt were her strength.
And that's what it's talking about, because like when you look up certain things on YouTube, not the YouTube, but like on certain articles, like there was a time where America was at peace with Egypt. I'm talking about the action, where the Arabs are at today. They was at peace with them. They was basically at one point. Okay? Now that connection, the Lord is taking that connection away from them. Okay, there's an article that I read, but I'm gonna find that article. Next time we bring the scripture, I'm gonna find the article on deck. But when you go into the article, America was once at peace with the nation, the people of Egypt, which are the Arabs today. Okay, but somehow, some way, through a process of time that you know, that friendship they had disconnected.
Well, it had to happen, didn't it?
Yeah, it had to. Well, there you go.
Somewhere down the line.
Ethiopia and Egypt were her strength, and it was infinite, Put and Liban were thy helpers. Yet was she carried away, she went into captivity. Her young children also were dashed in pieces at the top of all the streets, and they cast lots for her honourable men. And all her great men were bound in chains.
And all her great men were bound in chains, man. Because who are the great men that run America? It's obviously so-called Europeans. But they're just the higher echelons. They're the aristocrats or the oligarchs. So it says her great men, what?
Her great men were bound in chains.
Her great men were bound in chains. Get Psalms 49, brother. Does the scripture say that I shall bind their noble ones with chains, with iron, with feathers of iron? Thank you, Rob. You get that?
49 and
I think it's
149.
Yeah, 149.
Psalms chapter 149, verse. Yeah, it's 149. Verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory.
You wish for the saints, go ahead.
Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahawah be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand.
We're literally going to have a two-edged sword in our hand. Okay? We don't have the sword now. We have the spiritual sword, which is the Bible. But there's going to come a time when the Lord gives us that power and sets us up in that position. We're literally going to have a two-edged sword in our hand. Go ahead.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen.
Upon the heathen, go ahead.
And punishments upon the people.
And punishments upon the people. And that's talking about all these other nations, but the main nation we're going to get vengeance of is Esau, man. The progenitor of the so-called Europeans. Because they did a lot to our people, man. You know what I mean? Even going back 2,000 years ago, they killed the anointed one, which we call him YAHAWASHI. Alright? So they got to pay for that too. Go ahead.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people.
Go ahead.
To bind their kings with chains.
To bind their kings with chains. Go ahead.
And their nobles with fetters of iron.
And their nobles with feathers of iron. So we're gonna bound these great men, and we're gonna put them in slavery, man. They're gonna be enslaved under us for a very long time. Go ahead.
To execute upon them the judgment written.
To execute the judgment upon them that is written. Because right now we just have the book in our hand. Right now we just have, you know, the word. We're bringing out the word, but the word is then going to become a reality very soon. Okay. Now, there's still things in order or by portion. Now, how is the word going to come in effect? If you start seeing the collapse of the system, okay, and you start hearing about what we're hearing about wars right now. We're hearing about wars and rumors of wars, and we're literally going to see actual wars will come in effect as well. And then after that, that's when this prophecy is going to come in effect as well. And we're going to bind up these noble heads, these noble ones that never worked a day in their life. And I'm talking about the Rothschilds, okay, the Vanderbilts, the Gettys, the Dubois, all these higher ups. I know it sounds far-fetched, but the Lord is going to use his oligarchs, okay, his elect chosen men to do that job. Okay, so read that again. I'll get back right to you.
Psalms 149, verse 7. Verse 6. Let the high praises of Yahawah be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen.
So we're literally going to execute vengeance upon the heathen. Now, the people that did a lot of ill unto us, we're gonna be able to seek vengeance and bring vengeance upon them. That's what the Bible deals with, because you got these pastors, man, or these church-going Christians, their whole thing is, well, God is love. Well, according to the Bible, yeah, God is love, but God ain't just about love, though. There's the other side to the Lord, too. The Lord deals with vengeance, the Lord deals with destroying and killing people, too, for their disobedience. You know what I mean? This is why you have people that get run over by cars. You got people that just walk and they just drop dead. Why? Because the Lord put that man to death that day. So the Lord kills too. Matter of fact, get Psalms 2 and 6. You can hold that. Psalms 2 and 6. Yeah. No, not Psalms. Samuel's 2 and 6. Samuel's 2 and 6. You know, and that's just the whole deal, because there will be a lot of killing in the land real soon. Yeah, first Samuel's 2 and 6.
Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Yes, so that's how the Lord is going to give us that power to take all of the other nations down. Go ahead.
For with thee will I break in pieces the nations.
So the Lord said, with thee I will break in pieces the other nations. Now, when has that ever happened? That's never happened before. But does it mean that it's never going to happen? No, it means that it's a prophecy that's about to happen. That's why it is written. Go ahead.
And with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
You know, you can forget about that. Yeah, and with thee I will destroy kingdoms. So we're going to literally destroy different empires or different countries. And we're going to be the ultimate government or the superior government above the whole heaven. Right? Okay? That's what's coming down the line. That's what's coming down in the future. You know, while people are drunk, getting drunk, watching a rugby game, the Lord got plans, man. Your elites got plans, man. You know what I mean? The Lord got these elites planned out for what they're gonna do. You see? Because while you got these knuckleheads watching the rugby game, David Cameron and the likes, they're preparing to get rid of you people. They're preparing for the economic shutdown. While you have people playing around, enjoying themselves, getting drunk, you know, an economic shock is about to come on the verge. You see? But guess what? The only men that know what's going on are those that have the light and those that are awakened to the street. Right? You see? Go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider.
So with the Lord, so in other words, when the Lord gives us that power, man, we're gonna basically bring about violence, man. Okay, it's like the ancient wars. You know, you see certain men. You know, they had the armor on. Even when you watch 300, that movie 300, you saw these men, they were fighting, heads were sliced open, and the flesh was opening up. That's how it's gonna come back. That's what's gonna be. Okay, that's how the Lord is gonna set us up to be. The Lord is gonna set us up in that fashion, man. And He's gonna take down His kingdoms. In righteousness stuff. That's just the difference. We're going to be righteous kingdom. We're going to be a righteous kingdom. But the Lord has to establish righteous kingdom. And we're going to be those righteous kings that's going to be established. But first, we're going to possess all kingdoms on the earth. As it tells you in Daniel 7. Yeah, go ahead.
And it says, and with thee will I also break in pieces man and woman. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young.
So with thee I will break in pieces man or woman and the old and the young. So we're going to just start slaying people now. But that time is going to come real soon. Right now, what we're doing is we're bringing up the word. Matter of fact, get me Jeremiah 60:16. Where it says, when it deals with the fishes, and I've sent for many fishes, and then shall I send for hundreds. Because right now we're fishing. What are we fishing for? We're fishing for the elect of people, for the nation of Israel. That's what we're fishing for. We ain't out here just trying to gather a large amount of people. We're not out here for that, man. After I get done with this, I'm gonna let you speak. I'm gonna let you have it. Yeah, do that. Let me see. Yeah, no, it's 16 and 16. 18 and 16. No, it's Isaiah 6. Isaiah 6 and 16. You know where the scriptures where it says, I've sent for many fish. Jeremiah 16. Yeah, it's Jeremiah 16:16. You know, because right now, like I said, you know, this job comes. This is a cool job. Yeah. You know, right now we're just fishing. There's gonna come a time real soon we're gonna be actual hunters, man. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord. Yep. They shall fish them.
So the many fishers is talking about the prophets. okay, whom you see before you. That's who the fishes are. The fishes are those that, which is metaphorically speaking, we're fishing for the elect. And this is why we come out here week in and week out. You know, we don't come out here week in and week out just to appeal to everybody or to get everybody to believe what we believe. No, it's for the elect's sake. Because it tells you in Matthew, I think it's 10, if I'm correct, not Matthew 10, I think it's Mark 10, if I'm correct, where it says, my sheep hear my voice. Oh, John 10 and 27, okay.
I think you tell that the Most High is dealing with the other Israelite camps, because to them, what they wear is their finest garments. Right. But you're supposed to be going fishing. Right. So you're saying Esau doesn't go to go fishing in a pinstripe suit and shiny shoes, does he? You see what I'm saying?
You have to be, you have to wear the proper attire.
The garments that I hear that the garments that they're wearing is about what, 200-pound garments and stuff like that. I mean, you're out there doing the work. I mean, it's a good thing. You see what I'm saying? You know, but you're not out there to impress. You see what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, that's true, man. Because you know, even the elders was talking about it, man. I'm gonna just talk about this. I'm gonna continue on now. The elders, they even said it, man. Like, you know, when you out there building a foundation or you doing construction work, you don't just put on your best clothes. Because the best clothes you're gonna get it dirty. So you put the ragged clothes on to do the hard work. So that's like us. We got the rough garments on, but guess what? We got work to do. We don't got time to be flossing and flaunting ourselves. We're not got time. We'll floss and flaunt when the time is set. Right now, the time is not set up for that. Go ahead.
That's why this is hard job work. That's why, because the Bible says the instant in season, out season. If you're wearing your best clothes in season, out season, they're going to get mashed up.
They're going to get mashed up.
You see what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah.
Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters.
And after that, I will send for many hunters. The hunters are the same men. The hunters are going to be those same men that was once fishing before. And they're going to hunt many men down, man. That's what they're going to do. Right now I'm going to show you how, we're going to show you the hunting season now. No, that's a point. What does it say? What does it say?
They shall hunt them from every mountain.
Yeah, and it says they shall hunt them from, that's a good one. Read that again. No, because he's got something already. Get that.
Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them.
Go back to the hunting.
And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain.
Yeah, like I said, that's talking about the men of the Lord who you see before you. That's not getting drunken or inside some damn pub somewhere. Okay? The men who you see around the world, the four winds of the earth, within the great millstone set. Okay, those are the main fishes that the Lord got set up to fish, to bring forth his elect.
Quality fish, quality fish.
That's right. That's right. Good.
And after I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
Okay, and that's just the thing about that. So we shall hunt them in every hill and every mountain. Now we all know the word mountain means as well. It's synonymous with the word government. Okay?
And it's like the hills of the rocks, like Area 51 and stuff like that.
Yeah, but yeah, you can say that. But when you really look up the word, hill, well, not look up the word hill, but when you read, I think it's the Psalms where it says, why lead ye high hills? That's talking about the other nations. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do is when the Lord sets us up and gives us that power, we're going to hunt down all of the different mountains, which are the governments, and all the other nations. And he's going to read it out here. It's in there. That's the hunting season. We're going to read it. Go ahead.
I will break in pieces the young man and the maid. And I will break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock.
Go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and the yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of the Chaldees all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountains, saith the Lord.
Well, there you go. I am against, because then they're saying in Jeremiah 16, and what is it, 17, where it says, you shall destroy in every mountain. Okay, so read that again.
Behold, I'm against thee, O destroying mountain.
I'm against the old destroying mountain, because who's the destroyer of the earth? Now, many other nations came into power before, okay, and brought some sort of destruction in their time. But the nation that brought forth greater destructions were the Romans or the Greeks. Because even during the time of the Roman Empire, you had many wars, and in the Greek Empire too. So there was destruction when they came into power.
Right, exactly. So they subdued so many nations that the earth was quiet under their rulership.
Right.
And there's a saying that Alexander, when he sat down, he wept because there were no more lands to conquer. You see what I'm saying? But it's just a small British saying, isn't it?
Well, there you go. So, I mean, each time when the Greeks came into power, there was wars. When the Romans came into power, there were wars. There was great destructions. And even when this society came about, when you read about the wars that America took part in, I mean, it was from, I believe, the first wars. It started from the 19th century, around the 1800s. Or even, I could be wrong, there was wars started from the 1700s, even up to now. So ever since America has been established, or Esau, a so-called white man, there was always drama on the earth, some sort of war going on. So the destroying mountain is got to be talking about Esau, Edom. That's that destroying mountain, and that's the spirit, because, you know, the elders, man, they started going on Esau, but we're rolling in that same spirit too. You see, because I mean, like, you know, we all didn't come to the camp and set up a topic. We're just rolling in the spirit. And the spirit got us talking about Esau. Okay, so you did that.
Behold, I'm against thee, O destroying mountain.
So the Lord is against the so-called white man now for destroying the earth. Because the scriptures also saying, I don't cut you out, right? But the scriptures also saying that the Lord is going to destroy them, which destroy the earth. Oh, is it? Yeah, okay. You go ahead.
Destroying mountains, saith the Lord, because we read that again. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth.
Which destroyeth all the earth. Because, like I said, when you go into the history, we can even take a look at Babylon, ancient Babylon. All right, you can take a look at the ancient Assyrians. Now, those nations, they didn't destroy the earth. You know, yeah, they were dealing with idolatry. They were dealing with false gods and stuff like that, and they had the nation of Israel in captivity, but they never destroyed the earth. Okay, even the Hamitic nations too, the ancient African nations, when they came into power, they didn't destroy the earth. All right, but all we can do is by elimination, the people that destroy the earth is obviously talking about the sons or the progenitor of Esau. The sons of Esau, which is the so-called white man. Go ahead.
They're the only nation that animals have actually been going extinct and being endangered.
There you go. There you go. Because, and like the brother was saying too, because even the fishes in the sea are dying too. Why? Because you have the I believe it was in 2010. I remember it. The oil spill. The British Petroleum Company was responsible for that. And ever since that has happened, okay, due to the oil spill, animals have been dying up, and they still haven't cleared the oceans yet. So the only nation that has destroyed the earth to some sort of degree has to be Esau. Has to be the so-called Europeans. They've done it because, like I said, when you go back to the history of the other nations, they didn't do that. They didn't do that. But Esau was the only nation by approximation that destroyed the earth. Go ahead.
All right, and it says, which destroyeth all the earth, and I will stretch out mine hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks. So it's talking about Esau, you know, rocks in Mount Seir.
There you go. There you go.
And I will make thee a burnt mountain.
And I will make thee a burned mountain, man. So the Lord is going to destroy Esau. The burned mountain, okay, which is synonymous with the word government too. The Most High is basically going to destroy it, man. Destroy the heads. That's why it tells you. I believe in Job where it says, there's no, man, I forgot. All wise man of the team that have no knowledge, something like that. I'm roughly paraphrasing, you know. But the point being is the Lord, He's going to destroy the heads.
Is He really?
Okay, and then basically eventually destroy the whole house of Esau. All right, well, basically what the brother said, because, you know, the so-called white people, they're also known as Mount Sin too. So the Lord is going to read that again. And he says,
and I will stretch out mine hand upon thee,
okay,
and roll thee down from the rocks.
okay.
I will make thee a burnt mountain.
The Lord's going to make thee a burned mountain, so the moon side's going to burn Esau. And
That's right.
And eventually that will happen. Because when you read Obadiah, the first chapter, which is the only chapter, it states that too. It says that when Joseph and Jacob, when Joseph and Judah come together, they shall kindle in them and burn them up. So that's it on that, man. That's all I gotta say on that. I'm gonna let the other brother get it. Okay, read that.
All right, this is Job, chapter 20, verse 10.
Yeah.
His children shall seek to please the poor,
Okay.
and his hand shall restore their goods.
Right. And his hand shall restore their goods, because you have these devils, you know, they will try and talk to you, you know, they will try and befriend you and treat you nice and with kindness. But really, they doing that because they don't want to appeal racist, you know, like their ancient forefathers, not ancient forefathers, but their forefathers were. But they're the same, but what they don't understand is they're the same devils coming back. You know, the same devils that lynched our forefathers.
That's it.
That's these same devils coming back in effect. So they're trying to basically get away from that. They're trying to pretend that they cool with us, but we know that they ain't cool with us. But you got some simple-minded Negro, you know, he'll think that, you know, we live in a new world, a new time, where everybody accepts everybody, but that doesn't apply to them. Okay, there's racism within every nation, just like we are. We're racist. The only difference is that we're bold about it, and they're not.
That's right.
See? That's it on that.
Verse 11. His bones are full of the sin of his youth,
Right.
which shall lie down with him in the dust.
Okay, that's it on that, man. That's it. That's it on that. I'm gonna let the brother.
Brother spoke well in the spirit. Yeah, YAHAWASHI. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Don't get me Zephaniah 2:1. Because we're here to tell you people what's coming in the future. Zephaniah should be coming back soon, isn't it? Zephaniah 2:1. Give me Isaiah 54 and 16.
Okay, this is Isaiah 54.
Read that first.
Zephaniah. This is Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Right.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Right, so he says, gather together, O nation not desired. He's talking about you blacks, Hispanics, and Indianas, Native Americans. Yeah, the Indian tribes, so-called Hispanics. Gather yourselves together, read on.
Oh, gosh. Before the decree bring forth.
Right, the decree bring forth. So the Most High set up a decree. Yeah? And bring forth from what?
Before the day pass is the chaff.
Before the day pass is the chaff. Yeah, read.
Before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
Right, before the fierce anger of the Lord cometh upon you, read.
Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
Yeah. Right, there's the day of the Lord's anger. Okay?
Yeah.
This is what he's talking about. Let me read your chapter up. Okay.
Okay, this is Isaiah 54. What is it, verse 16, right?
Yeah.
It says, behold, I created the smith that bloweth the coal in the fire.
Right, so the Most High said he's created a smith. A blacksmith makes weapons. So the Lord's saying, I've created a weapon. Read.
The Lord is the smith, the blacksmith.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coal in the fire.
Yeah.
And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Right, this is the instrument for his work, man. Intercontinental ballistic missiles.
That's right.
Right?
And I have created the waster to destroy.
Right, the waster, yeah, is that nuclear bomb. Okay? The Lord said he created that, man.
Yeah, it says no. Yes, it says no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. Oh, that's cool.
Yes, it's going somewhere. Give me Isaiah 66.
Which verse? 15. Oh yeah. It says for behold. It says for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebukes with flames of fire.
5th chapter.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
What? Read that again?
It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire,
Right.
and with his chariots like a whirlwind,
Right.
to rend his anger with fury,
Right.
and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Right, so when the Lord comes back, the one you call Jesus Christ is coming back with fire. Yeah, but he said it'd be already kindled when this world wars started. Okay? So there's going to be fire on the earth when the Lord turns up. Okay?
Verse 5, yeah? I just want to get a good understanding of this. Based on what you said, that the fire is over the kingdom. 12. Just real quick. This is 12, verse 49, right? It says, therefore, it says, this is Luke, what is it, 12 verse 49, it says, I come to send fire on earth.
Right?
And what will I if it be already kindled?
Right, he said that. Well, the Lord said he's come to bring fire on the earth, but it's going to be kindled. World War III, Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, Pakistan.
What else, man? Ukraine. Yeah. Ukraine is going to get involved in that too.
Yeah, Ukraine's with America at the moment, isn't it? So Russia's going to take over that. He's going to take that back. You know what I mean? All them coming together to fight this third world war. While you people are watching rugby and getting drunk, your government is preparing for World War III. Okay? And this is coming on the earth. How do you feel about that, sir?